Welcome to another edition of Action 14. I'm Mike Briggs. I'll be bringing you information from the city, from the school, and from the arts. I start out with Mayor Pullman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike. It's always a pleasure to be here with our TV 14 viewers.
Yes, it's always great to find out what's happening in the city. And right now, we just passed, your folks just passed the 2026 city budget.
City budget, as we were hoping, came in at 1% increase in property tax, which is tremendous under today's inflationary numbers when we're looking at 5 and 10% increase in cost to the city. So we're very happy with that. I think it's only proper to credit our employees, all of them, to all the work that they do. They're really conscious about what they do when they do it, and that helps us with our budget process. Mm-hmm. We're not spending money where it isn't necessary, and we have a lot of really good people who look for problems in the equipment. Mm-hmm. It's above my pay grade, so I wouldn't be any good at that. But, you know, they notice something isn't working right, and right away they get to it and fix it. And, you know, that helps both our utility team and our DPW team, and they're all cross-trained on all of the equipment, the heavy stuff, not the specialty stuff, and that helps too, because we don't have to have duplicate equipment for the utility. The end loaders, some of the big trucks, those can be used back and forth, and then some of our smaller equipment pieces are shared. So there's a lot of nice cooperation that's going on. And that's because, once again, we're in that utility building that brings those pieces in, even though we haven't had rough winters lately. They don't have to warm them up for 30, 40 minutes before they can go out on the road.
And not having them outside is a benefit. Everything has changed for the city since you have moved and have storage for your equipment.
Yeah. And that's a big thing, that they're out of that cold, freezing weather. Hydraulics don't work when it's 30 degrees below zero, or even zero as far as that goes. But it's really been an advantage, and we're starting to see a lot of rewards on that.
Mm-hmm. And that's always good. And you have many different things that you've been working on to try to keep the numbers down. And we are such a blessed city because we don't have debt.
Exactly. We have 1 year of debt, short-term debt, and we're done.
Yeah.
I mean, it's taken 10, 12 years to get there, but our only debt next year will be long-term debt.
Yeah.
And long-term debt is for roads, infrastructure, sewer, water, things like that. So we're really in a good position, and our last bond issue that we had, the interest rates came in very favorable because we don't have short-term debt. Mm-hmm. And bonding companies look at that when they put the bids out.
Yeah. Can you give us an update on the development that's east of the high school?
We refer to that as the SCDC development, 194 units, single-family units that are to be used for first-time homeowners mostly, but we established a $2.5 million loan fund to help assist with that development in the first 5 or 7 years, I think it is, that people can borrow that money at 0%. And that project has kind of been stalled a little bit because the state law, there was a wrinkle in it that Sheboygan Falls found out wasn't working properly with their development. that's in Falls on Highway 32. Ours is similar, so we're correcting the state law to make it a little more streamlined, and the state assembly has passed their version. It's now slated for the Senate to pass their version. It's not docketed for December. I actually checked that this morning. So we're hoping that it gets docketed for January, and then it'll go before the state Senate in February for approval. We would like to see that approved in February so that Werner Holmes, who's a designated builder, can start doing the planning development that they need to do when springtime comes and get that project off the ground.
But 190,
194.
wow.
Yeah.
And these are family homes.
Single-family homes, 2 and 3 bedrooms.
That you hope that families that are getting their first home can afford it.
Exactly, and it's important. We're using part of the county, Sargento, Masters Gallery, Bemis, Johnsonville Forward Fund, and we put in $2.5 million into that to help kick off on a revolving loan program process to get those families in there. Hopefully families buy them. Hopefully families have families so that they work in town and they have kids that go to school in town.
Right.
And so that's the goal here, is to have more families, more students, and more working locally rather than driving back and forth. Because with the new projects that are out there, we need more employees in the local community.
Now, if I was looking to purchase my first home, and I'm going to move to Plymouth with my family, what are the first steps that I should do so I could be part of this revolving loan?
The first thing I would do is check with the Sheboygan County Economic Development Corp, SCDC, and they come to the city of Plymouth once a month, but their office is, they have a full-time office. I think the staff is something like 6 or 7 people. So,
Okay.
and they're part of and sharing space with the Sheboygan County Chamber of Commerce. So they're there all the time. The information we have on our website, it's on the county website, so that people can go in there, get the application out, and then go through the process.
Okay.
So it's a little time consuming because, after all, paperwork is paperwork, but it's something that is readily available. Some of the early hiccups in the process have been ironed out because Sheboygan Falls is now in their 2nd year, going on their 3rd year of home building process. So they've really found where some of the problems were, and they've straightened them out.
Okay.
Right now, everything is on hold because until the state Senate dockets the public hearing and passes it in February, that project on 37 acres is on hold, which is not good timing. We were hoping to have that thing moving dirt today.
Yeah, of course.
Because with a mild winter so far, you can get a lot done. But so that's backed up a little while, 6 months. Hopefully it'll be off the ground before springtime comes.
Yes. So we actually have 4 different areas around the city of Plymouth where there's going to be some building in the next few years.
Right, the next 2 or 3 years of apartment, single-family home, multi-family home. We're going to have, you're right, 4 areas where there's going to be availability. And of course, you know, when people are building those homes, moving into apartments, historically speaking, you have some of us older folks who might be vacating our house and moving into an apartment where they don't have to mow the lawn or shovel the snow or things like that. So it opens up additional housing in the community because of the fact that they have the apartments and the condos for rent. So we're seeing a lot of inquiry, and as things become available, there's no doubt that things will start to be occupied.
Okay, so it's going to be a very, very busy couple years.
We're going to have a lot of dirt and dust. I've been told that one of the problems is where to go with all the black dirt. That obviously in cornfields you have black dirt, and they need to find an outlet for it. So we're looking at a possibility with some of the Plymouth utility land, which is nearby, to dump your dirt, so to speak,
Okay.
so that they can get the process going. You don't want to haul the black dirt, you know, clear across the county or
Right,
something
right.
like that. So we're looking at options to make things a little more feasible. And then, of course, black dirt, you still buy it and sell it.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that there's some sort of revenue stream that eventually mops up from that.
Okay. Well, let's go from building houses to restoring or doing possibly some updates to the library. The Plymouth Library has been asking for the last
Couple years.
couple years that they would like to change or add on, enlarge the library. And where are we with all of that?
The library ad hoc committee has been meeting now, coming up on a year. We are through some of the planning process. We've actually started to look at some of the how do we finance process, which is another phase of it all together that we as a city have to engineer that process. But the ad hoc committee, the next meeting will be, I think it's December 18th to,
Yep.
and these are public meetings, so the public is invited to attend to formalize some of the priorities that they want in order to use the space that they have more wisely, update it. The big concern for a long time has been the entranceway and the visibility of it, and also the elevator, which they tell people don't necessarily use it unless you have to, because it gets stuck between floors sometimes.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, so I personally don't use the elevator. I don't recommend that, simply because you don't want to be stuck there for a while. Fire department has had to go and rescue a couple people in the past year. So it's an immediate concern, and the concern is to, if you're going to fix it, put it where it's in the best use. And so that entranceway is a big discussion point as the renovation takes shape on how to better utilize that big open entranceway and make it more accessible and visible.
Okay.
So that'll be coming forward. And then, of course, the library board eventually will have to approve it and submit it to the city, and then the city will look at bonding it.
But we are not looking at this time taking out any roads, city roads at all.
no.
We kind of voted that back.
That's off the table. The road and the sidewalk is staying there. We're looking at trying to expand the campus on its existing property
Okay.
at the point right now, and kind of bump it out a little bit, which proper zoning allows for that, and trying to, I would say, on the side, on the main entrance, side street division, try to bump that out.
Oh.
And that's having some very good thought patterns in it. So it's up to the engineers and the architects to get out their pencils and you know, see how
Yeah.
that can fit. You know, there's maybe 18, 20 feet of space, that plus on Main Street, that can be bumped out. And in the past, that really wasn't thought of in that way, but there is certainly opportunity to expand and in relocating to make those much more usable spaces.
Financing it will be the next question because they don't really have funding.
The library doesn't have its own funding.
Right.
So it's going to take some creative financing on the city side of things, and we're doing a lot of research right now to see what possibilities are out there for public libraries, both locally, statewide, and nationally. It is a Carnegie library,
Yes.
and there aren't a whole lot of those in the country. So we want to do what we have to preserve that,
Right.
and then use that as a building stone in order to get additional funding opportunities.
Again, their next meeting is December 18th at 2:30 at the Plymouth Library Conference Room. December 18th at 2:30
Correct.
p.m. at the Plymouth Library Conference Room. If you have any ideas or concerns, that's where I would go.
That's where I would go, and if you have something before then, pass it along to the library director. Leslie is certainly
Yep.
more than happy to listen to you and take any suggestions.
Okay. We have other things to update here because there's some updates to the Henry Christopher Hotel. They're making some changes. It's getting there.
They're getting there. A lot of people were asking questions why Mill Street was closed down, and they had big cranes in there lifting rafters up to the roof.
Yeah.
Because they're replacing the roof and putting a pitched roof on it. For obvious reasons, flat roofs don't always work out the best. So they're doing a lot of the crane work on Mill Street is now finished. They still have a lot more work to do from the rear of the property where the new parking lot will be. And the parking lot is in the budget. It'll be taken care of.
That's in the city budget.
That's in the city budget. That'll be taken care of after they finish all of their heavy machine work, because we don't want to put the new parking lot in and then rough it up asphalt-wise with all the heavy equipment that still has to get in and out of there all the time. So the parking lot probably won't be until the fall of '26, simply because you're going to have a lot of equipment moving around.
And when you make this parking lot behind where the new hotel will be, it's going to pattern a bit like what you have on the other side.
Yeah, we refer to it as the west side of Stafford Street behind a hotel and the Legion Hall, compared to the east side of Stafford Street where the Lions Pavilion is, Stair Park, and how nice that came together with the convenience of parking, additional parking, and visibility. All of the overhead wires will be taken away,
Good.
which is a blessing because some of those are pretty raw.
Yeah.
I think the ice shorts out some of the electrical cords here and there, I'm told. But so all that'll be cleaned up and be more efficient. And then the new in and out entrance will be on Mill Street, where right now it was only a enter only. It'll be two ways there. The entrance and exit over by the Legion Hall will still be there. So there'll be two ways to get in and out of the parking area. And we think that that will facilitate all of the necessary traffic patterns that we have. I think overall we end up losing 3 stalls.
Okay.
So it's pretty amazing once you reconfigure it and clean it up. We've purchased all of the back properties of the properties on Mill Street. So all of that acquisition has been done already. And now it's just a matter of getting things to the point where you do all the repair work at one time.
Yep. And it'll be great when it's all completed. When we have that hotel done and the restaurant, the new area, plus parking in the back, it's going to be great downtown.
It will. It's going to be a little inconvenient for a year.
Yeah.
But, oh well, we know how to get around, so we'll figure it out one way or another.
I went to an open house at Nut Hill this last Saturday, and it was fantastic. I had not been up there since they started work on it, and it is beautiful. Nut Hill is just unbelievable.
As a family, we've used Nut Hill for family gatherings
Right.
for a long time. The ski hill hasn't been operational for 10 years.
Yeah.
So a lot of people haven't been there that are now not 10 anymore, but now they're 20. And it'll be nice to have Nut Hill back open, skiing, snowboarding, tobogganing, tubing. The magic carpet was in, not operational. They didn't have it running.
Right.
But I did walk the length of the magic carpet, and that will be a real benefit to the people once they go down the hill to come back up instead of that old rope tow that some of the people might remember.
I do.
This will be a nice convenient item, and it's amazing what the volunteer group did to put this whole package together.
Right. Unbelievable.
Yeah, their new snow machines, the new equipment that they have for grooming is there. They have a shed to put things in so they don't freeze up. And I think the motor for the snow blow machines is like a 200 horsepower.
Wow.
They have it in a enclosed room,
Right.
so it doesn't freeze up. But of course, all that piping had to go in so it doesn't freeze and things like that. They tested it this past week. They have a little fine tuning to do with the equipment because you're trying to push water uphill and downhill
Right.
at the same time, and we know gravity does more downhill than uphill, so they're adjusting some of their pressure valves because when you're trying to move volumes of water, I don't understand it. It's above my pay grade, but when they explain what they're trying to do, it's like, oh, you can really do that? Make water run uphill? And the answer is, I guess they can.
Yeah.
So they're trying to get all those things synchronized right now, but the grand opening, opening day is going to be the middle of December.
Right.
3 o'clock, they're looking at December 16th as opening day to have a ribbon cutting and welcome the public to the new facility. They did a lot of work on the shelter up there.
Oh,
They
man,
enclosed
it's a
that.
restaurant now.
It is, yeah. So they're taking advantage of what was there and they're expanding it. It's exciting to see what they've done to the hill and what their ideas are.
Yeah, and we have a lot of people, they have a lot of people to thank for financing this. Because
Absolutely.
it has not cost the city anything.
No, we had some utility work that probably should have been done 20 years ago to prevent the flooding that occurs now and then with the homes
Yep.
on Western Avenue. We've kept moving dirt. We've kept trying to do different things. So that project is now finally done like it should be, and that'll not only make the homeowners happy on Western Avenue, but it'll certainly make the drainage much more efficient, both during the winter and then
Yep.
during the summer when they have rain and thawing that happens.
And we really should thank Plymouth School District for the renovation of the restaurant, because our builders up here at the high school,
That's exactly right.
they took care of it.
Yeah,
And it's beautiful.
The chalet turned out to be just, I mean, it's like, high schoolers did this?
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
So hats off to the community effort in every area, because everybody was pitching in and, you know, kind of jealous that, okay, high schoolers got to work on it, and 10 or 20 years from now, when they have family, they can say, I helped build that.
Right,
So
right.
it's a tremendous opportunity to really make something notable for the winter. And you can still rent it out for, it doesn't have to be
Right.
winter, you can rent it out year round for family events. And that's something that a few families like mine did in the past,
Right.
but they're looking to do that more in the future.
And you should. You have to go up there.
Yeah.
Ribbon cutting is the 16th of December at 3 p.m., but you can go up there more often than that.
Oh, sure.
It's a
Yeah.
beautiful place to be and a beautiful scenery from up there. I just think Nut Hill is going to make Plymouth in the winter very happy.
It's going to put us on the map more than what it is already.
Yep.
And it's kind of the off-season, winter, so that'll keep the ball bouncing.
Before we get done here, let's wrap up by giving us a Mill Pond Dam update.
Well, the dam update for the dam, it's the State Department of Natural Resources reviewed the plans. They sent back a couple pages of questions, explanations. Those have been addressed by the consultant's errors, and those are now back at the DNR for them to review the review and hopefully pass on all of the review that needs to be done. We're hoping to send that specs out for bids early December, and the plan is to have those bids submitted by December 31st, and then we can award the project, so that here too, whatever work has to be done, the preparation work, whoever is the winning bidder can then get their crews ready and material ready, so that they can go full force We have to draw the mill pond down come springtime, and that's regulated by state and federal water acts, so it can only go a couple inches, over a certain time frame. So we're hoping to really get into some muddy season work probably in May and June.
Okay.
So that's the game plan right now, and it's all up to the state DNR on the timeline. But once those approvals come in, it's going to move pretty fast.
Okay. Well, I certainly want to thank you for being on.
You're welcome.
Updating the city on what's happening, and be part of what is all of this. The city council meetings are the second and last Tuesday of the month, starting at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
in downtown Plymouth. So be part of what's happening in Plymouth and enjoy this winter, okay?
We're going to have a lot of activity in the next 2 years.
That's right.
So gear up.
Yeah, that's right. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome.
And when we come back, we'll be talking about the arts and about the school. And so stay right with us. You're watching Action 14. Welcome back to Action 14. As promised, we're going to be talking about the arts. Donna Hahn, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Mike.
30 years.
30 years of the Holiday Membership Show, 32 years in business.
Isn't that something?
It is.
We remember when it was a car dealership.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, the first thing we should talk about, we've got a lot to cover here.
We do.
Because it's a very busy time of year.
It's a busy couple months, but it's been busy all year long this
Hasn't
year.
it been? But you have to admit, it's been kind of fun.
It has been fun.
Yeah, you don't get bored. Time
No.
moves quickly, though.
No boredom at the Art Center.
Yeah. Let's first talk about the holiday membership exhibition that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's coming up November 21st, but it's going to be up until January 9th.
Yes. So it opens on the 21st, as you mentioned. We have kind of a quiet openings. Public can come in and look at the art, but the big party is on Friday, December 5th. So you'll want to come and join us and have our appetizer, free appetizer, or dessert, and have a glass of wine. And we've got wonderful entertainment by a group called Fire, which is the Charbonnet family ensemble. And they're going to perform throughout the evening, and we'll have an awards ceremony at 6 o'clock, give out some awards.
And that's December 5th.
Friday, December 5th. It's all free, open to the public. You don't have to be a member to join us, but just come on in and celebrate with us.
And what's nice is that you have art from the locals.
Yes.
That's what I like about it. It's not like you've got someone from some other faraway land bringing stuff in to sell.
Right.
These are our own local people.
Local artists, and they could be from anywhere, actually, because if you're a member, you'll be able to,
Certainly.
bring a piece in for this show. But most of the people are from, most of the artists, I should say, are from the local area.
Yeah, and that's really kind of neat when they recognize a few names, and you might even recognize some of had been painted.
Yes.
That's when you have locals. Yeah, that should be fun.
Yeah.
And again, that is when?
Friday, December 5th from 5 o'clock until 7:30.
And it's going to be on display until January 9th. So you've got a lot of time to come in and see all of it and enjoy what our local artists are doing. That's always fun. And you have the art fair, holiday art fair again.
Well, this is our first year of doing
Okay.
the Holiday Art Fair. We've done a spring art tour.
That's what it was.
But this is a little different. We've had also a spring art tour years and years ago. But this one, the Holiday Art Fair, is artists that are from the local area as well, and they're going to be set up in our great room area, and we're doing it the same day as Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
And so we're joining in with the downtown businesses, and also we're partnering with Generations because they have a craft fair that day.
Right.
So we thought it would be a good match, to bring everybody to town one day and let them shop. So.
Yep. And I'm going to say again that come down to the Arts Center and look at what is all there. There's so many local artists that you can pick up some items that are just beautiful.
It'll make, wonderful Christmas, one-of-a-kind Christmas gifts.
Yes, that is correct.
And we'll also have our gift shop open. And because the holiday show will already be on the wall, we'll have many pieces for sale in the holiday art show as well. So there'll be lots of opportunities to buy fine art.
And right now, we're already getting ready, talking about Christmas.
Yes.
And the Colors of Christmas is Saturday, December 6th, and Sunday, December 7th. The Saturday is the evening show at 7:30. The Saturday one is at 2:30 p.m.
This is our big choir, directed by Barb Zerwas-Neisy, accompanied by Tom Armstrong. We have over 50 people in the choir.
Isn't that something?
It just keeps growing.
Well, in a little town the size of Plymouth, and you can have a Colors of Christmas, and you have all these performers that are very close to Plymouth.
Yes, they love Plymouth. Many of them live here in Plymouth, but they're, some of them are from other communities as well, Elkhart Lake, Heel, Howards Grove.
Yeah.
So, but it's just a wonderful group, a lot of fun. They always have a lot of fun. They always add some humor to their
Right.
shows, but they sing beautifully, and it just really gets you in the mood to, in the Christmas spirit to come and join us for the concert, and you'll walk out of there feeling like, okay, let's go shopping and get that shopping done, and so it's just a really wonderful concert.
Now, one of the things that has been going on for 30 years, you're telling me, is Tuba Christmas.
It has been, I believe it was at 52 Stafford
It was.
for, I don't know, probably over 35 years.
Yeah, my wife and I used to go down to 52 Stafford on the evening of Tuba Christmas, and no matter how you explain it, you won't understand it unless you're there.
Yeah.
Because to have 3 and 4 tubas playing Christmas carols, and they're fantastic.
They are.
A little bit of sing-along happens also. It is such a great time, and of course I know a couple of the people in it.
Yes.
And they've been in it for 35 years, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well, Jason Sobronic is the leader, and wonderful musician, wonderful teacher. But he has, he's bringing the group back. They were there at the Art Center last year in December. But because 52 Stafford is under construction, we have the privilege of hosting Tuba Christmas. And last year was a great success. We're looking forward to this year. And maybe next year too, we'll see, and then I'm sure it will return to the Henry Christopher when it opens.
Possibly. But now this is Saturday, December 20th, and it starts at 6:30, and doors are open at 6. And one of the things that are important about this is that it includes food.
Yes.
Explain that, please.
Well, Moxie and the Fig and the Pheasant Catering are going to bring a fantastic meal to the Art Center. So we need to know if you're coming. So please make your reservation by December 13th.
Right.
So we can get our food order in. And we're just going to have another fabulous meal by them. And we'll have a full bar. So, come in early, come a little bit early, like 6 o'clock, and get your drink and maybe have a little cheese and cracker.
Find your table.
Yeah, and then, we'll bring the meal out.
And then after the meal, there will be some music that you just cannot believe.
Right.
Tuba Christmas has been something that,
It's a tradition.
and I looked forward to it every year. It's one of those fun things that you see that you aren't going to find anywhere else.
No.
No, it's just here.
Not in our area, maybe
No.
another state, but not in our area.
Unbelievable. And so that is, again, get a hold of them early because there's meal involved and they need to let the people know how much to make. It is Saturday, December 20th, so it's one show only. Show up at 6 p.m., but contact early.
Go on our website, go to our website, www.plymoutharts.org.
That's
you
PlymouthArts.org.
Yeah, you can order tickets there or give us a call. We can take a credit card over the phone.
Give us our number.
892-8409.
Right. Yes, and make sure that you make your reservations as soon as possible because you will not be disappointed.
No, you won't.
No, you will
It's
not.
a lot of fun.
Let's also talk, because this has been going on for a number of years, is the cheese drop.
I believe this is year 18.
Yes.
It's hard to believe that.
Yes. And I needed to ask you, the Sartoris have been very helpful to the Arts Center. They have for the very beginning, and they
Yes.
still are. The Sartori family still is. But was it their idea?
It was actually, excuse me, Dennis Schwartz's idea.
Dennis, okay,
Yes,
I'll thank him.
yeah, and he brought that idea to the Arts Center, and he just said, run with it.
18 years ago.
Yeah, and so we ran with it, and
so
it's been a huge success.
he brought up this idea of dropping a wedge of cheese, if you will,
Right.
At New Year's Eve, and then the Sartoris.
Well,
who made
at first it was a joint sponsorship. Sargento was in on it, but then after a few years, we had a foam wedge that we were dropping, and Plymouth Foam Products had built that for us, and it got pretty battered up, from
Certainly.
dropping it all those years. And then Sartori had offered to make us a new one, so they created something out of metal. And we used that one for a few years. Well, now they have a brand new one. So we've been using last year was the first year for the brand new one. But a lot of people think it's a real cheese wedge, of course,
Parmesan.
Yeah.
They advertise it as Parmesan
yeah.
cheese.
But it's just the label on a metal wedge. And but we do have lots of cheese inside the building.
Well, yeah, you should come early, because I think it's 7:30. Everything starts up. Music starts up at 7:30.
Right. And we have the String Along Band coming back. They were a huge hit last year, so they're coming back this year. And hopefully we can get our countdown, in order this year. Last year it went kind of fast, and people were going, how? We missed it. So this year we're going to be more organized with the countdown. And so everybody come and join us. Wear your party hat, your cheese hat.
Yeah, there'll be things happening inside, music inside, drinks available inside, some snacks available
Right.
inside. But you'll have things happening outside, too.
Yes. Well, in the past, Julie and Scott Overby from Log Cabin Orchard have donated apple cider, and I hope they do that again this year. It's always a wonderful treat. And we supply hot chocolate, and that's out by the bonfire. Greg Heberlein will build a couple bonfires.
Yeah, we need to thank them.
Yes,
the Heberleins.
absolutely. And so that'll be available. You can warm up outside and have some hot cocoa and hot cider, and enjoy the brisk weather, which I'm sure will be provided by Mother Nature. And the Plymouth Fire Department, absolutely, we can't do it without them.
Right.
So we're so grateful.
They're the ones that lift the cheese
Yes,
wedge.
Yes.
And you have had, I'm going to say, over 18 years, you have had thousands of guests show up to see this for the first time.
We have people coming from other states, and they stay in Plymouth just for the cheese drop. So it's amazing.
It is. And to have done it so many times and then make national television, because it's unique.
Yeah.
No one else is doing a cheese drop.
Yeah, it's
but
always-
we are the cheese capital of the world.
Yes, it's always fun to, tune in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden Plymouth pops up. You go, oh, yes, we
Yes.
made it.
You've made it again. And so, but the cheese drop is, well, a few years ago you changed it. It's not at midnight anymore.
No,
Some of us got a little old and couldn't stay up that late.
Yeah,
And
well-
so the cheese drop actually happens at, I'm going to say
10.
10 p.m. At 10 p.m. is when the cheese drop will happen. And then there'll be a few things afterwards. You're going to be open till 10:30.
Yes, 10:30, we're finished. And we have found over the years, as you mentioned, people don't like to stay out late any longer. So we're starting a little earlier, 7:30 instead of 8:30, and then wrapping everything up by 10:30. And people, if they want to go to another venue, then they
Yes.
still have time to get there and enjoy their
But that is, again,
festivities.
just to mention, it is again, the drop is at 10 p.m. Don't be late.
Right.
Don't be late.
Because it goes fast.
Yes. But we're having so much fun getting Christmas and all the different things that happen. But New Year's Eve is also pretty special for the
Kind of
Arts
the
Center.
highlight of the year.
Yes. What else do we have happening? I know you have a bit of drawing going on.
Yes, we have drawing classes and we have wine and paint nights. So, please look at our website listings because we have we change it all the time, and we're always adding new classes and new events as well. So join us.
PlymouthArts.org. And then stop down and also check out what's happening there, because pick up some paperwork, sign a few things, get yourself involved in what's happening.
Become a member.
Yeah, become a member of the Plymouth Arts Center. It's so great to be involved for over 30 years. An arts center that has the music and the talent and the paintings. It is just unbelievable.
If you're a member, you're going to receive our flyers in the mail.
Yeah.
Every time we have an event, we send out flyers, or at least we email people
Yeah.
and let them know that these events are coming up. And so please stay in touch with us.
That's right. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on, and be sure you list all of these things that we have mentioned to be able to come down to the Arts Center and support it. It's very great.
Thank you.
Thank you. When we come back, I'm going to have Superintendent of the Plymouth School District here, and we'll be talking about the many things, great things that are happening in the Plymouth School District. So stay right with us. You're watching Action 14. Welcome back to Action 14. I have with me now Superintendent Scott Steers. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mike.
The holidays are a busy time.
They sure are. We're ramping up.
Yeah, but we wrapped up one fall season of sports. Now we start the winter season of sports. We have so many things happening in Plymouth, some fantastic things that occurred in the last couple months.
Right.
And then some great decisions, important decisions were just recently made. I know you've been talking for a few months about how we're going to deal with elementary schools with the numbers dropping a bit, and what some of the things you were looking at doing, putting grades in different schools, and you had some meetings.
Right, and really a great process. I want to thank everybody for their participation. We met at all of our elementary schools to make sure staff was part of the conversation. We held 2 community nights where turnout was great to hear the feedback from individuals, family members, and so on regarding different options that came up. We started the conversation with one option of reconfiguring the elementary schools a little bit. The feedback from that led to 2 additional options that we then once again got feedback on. Great ideas, but to pursue those, we really needed more information at this point. So the board requested that we organize a more formal third-party study to take a look at our enrollment projections 5 years out, 10 years out, 15 years out, so we can really make a deep dive and make sound decisions. So we are putting a pause, I'll say, on the conversation for now, looking to do that study as we hit the summer months. The information from that study will be presented to the board ideally in September, October of next fall, and we'll renew the conversation. So for the meantime, what that means to our families and to our staff is our current structure will exist into 2026, 2027. We're committed to that.
Yes, nothing will change.
Right, nothing changing, seeking additional information, additional data, and then we'll rekindle the conversation.
Yeah, and at the same time, I just had the mayor here talking about all the different building areas, 4 different areas of Plymouth are going to be building, but it's going to take a while.
It is.
But at the same time, we could see some changes of the number of students because of families moving in too.
Right, the hope is, we know we are in a state of decline right now, but we want to see that plateau and then start to increase
Yeah.
as that housing takes hold. And we're confident it will, but that's what that study will tell us.
That's right, it will. But anyway, we'll put it on hold for a year.
Yep.
I think we should talk about a lot of celebrations that are happening right now. Let's first of all, everybody should be pleased that Plymouth School District deals with Veterans Day the way they do. It was a great item on November 11th up here at the high school, I know, and they also had it at other schools also.
They did.
Fantastic.
They did, and it not only involves our veterans, but what's really neat, and I think what sets us apart, is the involvement of our students in the assemblies. It's not just staff-driven, it really is student-driven. So yes, at all 5 of our schools, we had Veterans Day assemblies. Warms the heart, refocuses us on things that are truly important, and the level of appreciation that you see from our youngest students is
and-
tremendous.
And our high school students, I was here, were fantastic
Yeah.
in taking care of all the important things that Veterans Day brings.
Right. Our public speaking class really runs that ceremony,
Mm-hmm.
in addition to obviously our band and our choir, tremendous.
Yes.
So it would be interesting to know how many students were involved in that, and I would, off the top of my head, you're probably looking at 70 plus
Oh, yes,
students that
certainly.
are involved in that. So great recognition.
Yeah. Another item of interest, we should be praising Mrs. Lund and the advanced culinary art classes.
Yeah, the ServSafe certification is a big deal, and 6 of her advanced culinary students earned that
Yes.
certification just recently, which is another feather in their cap, and that certification lasts 5 years, so again, a great resume builder for our kids before they even leave us.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course, we also then should be thanking Mrs. Smith and the choir. They got invited to Carnegie Hall again.
Yeah, back at Nationals at Carnegie Hall, which puts us in the top 10% of choirs throughout the nation.
Throughout
and-
the nation, folks. Top 10% throughout the nation.
Right. We've got tremendously talented kids here, and Mrs. Smith, in this case, does a great job developing them.
Yes, it's fantastic. I wish them the best of luck. And of course, we should congratulate our swimmer and divers. We had some state qualifiers.
We did. The 400 free team qualified for state, and then, let's see, I think it was Jacqueline Lensmeyer also qualified in
Yes.
dive as well. So great recognition for them. Ability to compete at state is a very, very special opportunity.
Right. I want to thank, and I did speak to the mayor about this also, our construction students did the work at Nut Hill, and Nut Hill had a grand opening this last Saturday, and did they do a nice job?
Yeah, if, excuse me, if people haven't been up there to see the new renovations, please make sure you do. They'll be opening up very soon. And for our kids to have a part in that with Mr. Biller's class, our advanced construction kids, again, a great opportunity for our kids and the community partnering together.
It's unbelievable. The restaurant is not what they worked on. And it was an open air porch, if you will. And now it's a sealed up restaurant, and it just looks marvelous.
Yeah, it really does. They did a nice job.
Yes. And so get up to Nut Hill and actually be part of what's happening at Nut Hill. It's a fantastic concept. It's going to be great for Plymouth. And I certainly enjoyed my day up there this last Saturday.
Yeah, great.
And the Two Rivers, we have Two Rivers students, state honors in the music.
Yeah, Sydney Weber and Morgan Struve qualified for that. The qualification actually took place last spring as they applied with many other students for this opportunity at the State Honors Music Project. A great opportunity for them to advance their skills, play with really high-end talent, and get constructive feedback from musicians from throughout.
And we also had a one-act play written by a senior and directed by the senior.
Yeah, Addie Arnold.
Isn't that something?
That's great. And later this week, I believe, is the actual competition at the state level,
Yeah.
so she'll know more at that point. But yeah, again, a lot of work on her part, but a great opportunity for her as well.
And of course, I saved it till last. The Plymouth football team had a outstanding, record-setting year, if I might add.
Right.
We've never had, this is the third time only that we've had that many games in one season, and you win 11 games to prepare all that. Even in the years that we were state champions, it was only 10 games.
Sure.
And so we've tied that, and we had, everything was great. It was just sad that Grafton, who is qualified for state.
They have. Good team.
That was a great one. And I should also mention that the Plymouth football program has made playoffs, okay, since 2001. Every year
Tremendous.
since 2001, Plymouth has made the playoffs. And so we have had a nice football program here for ages. And of course, our head coach, Mark Volbrecht, has been part of the football program. He played football here, and now he's back here coaching. and Coach of the Year.
You know, yeah, Coach of the Year honors for Coach Falbrecht. Really happy for him. His focus, again, is not on the wins and losses. It's about developing young men and making sure that we're doing all the right things, not only on the field, but in the classroom.
Yes, he
And I
is.
think the wins are just a byproduct of those values.
And he's done such a nice job when you speak to him and when you interview him. He does talk. He doesn't talk about wins and losses, hitting and touchdowns. He talks about raising up the best kind of boys we can have.
You bet. Yep.
Yeah, it's been good, and so I'm so pleased that he's Coach of the Year. I'm so glad his first year coaching.
Yeah, boy, where do you go from here,
Yeah,
right? That's
yeah.
tough to duplicate.
But congratulations, and I just want to mention that Plymouth has had a great football program for ages, and we continue to. It's been great.
Certainly.
You can watch it all on TV, on YouTube. You can go to YouTube and watch every one of those football games. And we had of the last game with Grafton on YouTube, over 5,000 people watching it.
It's impressive.
Somebody sent a note to us from Hawaii. They were watching it
Wow.
in Hawaii, in Hawaii. They were on vacation there, and they tuned in.
Panther fever, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But anyway, congratulations to all of that. We have some upcoming events, though. I know there's no school the day before Thanksgiving. That lets you take your time cooking the turkey just right.
Right, right. So looking forward to that. We've got a professional development day, December 5th for our staff. Students will have that day off. But then I think we all know from that point on, all the way up until Christmas, the number of concerts that we have and festivities is amazing. So please, to everybody, make sure you check out the website, stay in touch with it, because you'd hate to miss something along the way.
Yeah, in fact, we're not going to have an Action 14 at this time in December because we have so many programs that we have to send out. Well, all the Christmas concerts, and
Right.
and they're fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, to have the kids of the young age, I enjoy them
Oh,
all.
yeah, me
all
too.
the way up singing their Christmas songs.
Right, right.
It's been great.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got our budget ready for working. Everything's flying fine. So I do want to congratulate you on making things happen.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Great teamwork.
And I want to thank everyone for watching. Until next time, I'll be seeing you on the radio. Bye-bye.